is anything but conventional.
All right, guys, MECH is back, and we are bringing you another deck profile. I hope you're excited because I'm getting really hyped. There's so many decks that aren't even into the testing phase yet. This one made it through testing on this initial weekend. This is one of those decks that I tested, I liked it, but it never made it to any tournaments because I had other things that I was interested in building, and it just kind of slipped into the background. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing you my boy General Optimus. Not the new one. The classic one from Wave 3. I know, not really classic. He's still pretty new. But I had a whole ranged package team with him, and I loved it. And it ran great. I particularly liked that it can still side into double primes. And I'm sure the sideboard is in the works, but right now I'm just going to go through the main deck with you. It is, honestly, I like it a whole lot. I can't tell you how excited I am to be doing all this stuff with Wave 4. This set has me real hyped. There's stuff I haven't even touched. Look, right here. General Optimus, yeah, he's here. Omega Supreme, oh yeah, I want to run that too. Jetfire, holy crap. I could go through this whole stack over here. There's no end to how excited I am to build stuff. Heck, even Springer. Like, I've been listening to people talk about this guy online, and I knew he was going to be good because, you know me, I love drawing cards. Dead Engine was like my baby, and its whole thing was, give me cards, give me cards, give me cards, give me, give me, give me, give me. And I don't even know what to do with this guy yet. Like, I have some ideas, and I've taken some ideas that people have been talking about online, and I've been kind of molding it together, and I think I have an idea, and that'll be in the works soon. But right now, I'm getting way off topic. Let's go ahead and dive in. I got my General Optimus 3-wide, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in. All right, guys, let's get started. Let's start with our bot lineup, and you know, like I said, this starts with our bad boy, the General Optimus, giving bold 1 and tough 1 to all our guys. He is so good. I love him. 11 stars. His stats are fantastic, and when you flip him over to bot mode, oh man, he becomes a tank. Focus, bold, and tough 1. They just loaded him out with everything. He's going ahead with 6 attack and 2 defense. Even in his alt mode, he is rocking 3 defense. Even with the 4 attack being a little low, that 3 defense is huge. And then he's just providing tough for everyone else. Now he's got melee over here on his truck side, but once you flip him over here, boom, ranged. And that's what this deck is all about. I love using the ranged package, and it got so good with Wave 4. Now I also included Raider Aimless on here. He is ranged, and he is crazy with this deck, having it basically ingrained tough 4. He's just going to sit there and be a sponge for you. Now, I know what you're saying. But you want him to die because he's going to be good. I know. Because then I can flip Optimus over here. Boom. He turns into Manifold Ion Particle Blaster. And if you flip 3 blues, it just burns 3 damage away. Well, it gets even better, too, because he has bold 1. So the odds of you hitting that 3 blue is high. It's fantastic. I love it. And I know I'm not the only one to figure this one out because I've seen other decks use this combination, but I decided to opt for my boy, Hot Rod. And I know that everybody will say, oh, but Wads, he was in the 3-wide Primes deck that did so well at Origins. I know, and that's one of the reasons I'm using him. I knew he was good back then. I know he's still good now. Even when he's dead, flip. Ping, 1 damage, ba-boom. I mean, how can you beat that? His stats are great, and now with ingrained tough 2 because of General Prime, whew, it gets crazy. But enough about that. You're not here just to look at the bots. Let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at the actions. All right, this probably doesn't surprise anyone with all the tough, but we're going to go blue, and which is funny because I'm not really good at blue. But I do like Security Checkpoint, and it goes in every blue deck I build. It is fantastic. It takes away enemy upgrades from their hand, and it lets you block for more. The double pips, no stars, classic Wave 1 double blue. Now we also get 3 marksmanship. I love this card because it's basically a blue pip version of Plasma Burst. I like being able to just kaboom someone for 2 damage. As you probably would expect, there's going to be more burn in this deck, and you're going to get to see a lot more. Now, I've got 3 hidden fortifications in here. No surprise. Take a look at it. But bang, there you go. Tough 3 on anybody. All of a sudden, with General Prime, this, and Raider Aimless, he's now blocking for tough 7. That's 7 defense that he could possibly be getting. Probably more. He could hit a white pip too. Holy crap, that's so much blocking. We got 3 bigger they are. I got 2 guys that are 7 stars. It's so easy to see why I would use this. It lets you dig into their tentpole character, especially if they're running something like the new General Optimus or Soundwave. Not Soundwave, I'm sorry, Shockwave. Hey, they could be running Soundwave too for all I know. They're both higher stars than that. But that's beside the point. There's a lot of characters that are above 7 stars, so these guys can really dig their heels into that. Now, I have 3 War of Attrition. I don't use this card very frequently. It's kind of like playing underhanded tactics. It's all about timing. They get down. You could be stacking these up or drawing them slowly over the course of the game. And then all of a sudden, they're down to 1 character. I get to drop 3 War of Attrition. They have to take 3 damage there. And then I get to heal 3. Excuse me. Woo! I have 2 sabotaged armaments. I know, I kind of went out of order. I like to try and keep the secret actions together. Big surprise, I'm running sabotaged armaments. It's a blue deck. I like taking people's weapons away. I thought I would go 3 of in this, but I just couldn't justify a 3rd one, but definitely 2 of. It can be very useful in a lot of situations. I'm running 2 energy transfer. I think this card is fantastic. It's basically callous leadership, but for whoever you want, as long as you're not killing somebody. That means General Prime's going to live a long time. I'm going to just keep piling damage off of him and keep dumping it onto Aimless, and then attack with Aimless, and now you got to beat him up. Oh crap, he died early because I sucked all the damage off of General Prime or Hot Rod on Aimless. And now Aimless is on General Prime, and now I'm dropping burn damage, but also attacking with 9. Because he provides that static +3. That's crazy. This card is going to see a lot of play. I think that this card is going to get used in quite a number of decks just because callous leadership doesn't work with everything. And I honestly think that this thing's going to see plenty of play. Now I got 2 Quartermaster with a Battle Master. It's almost required to have this card in here because you know that people are going to have ramming speeds, vaporize, smelt, any kind of back row destruction. And they are going to just try and take out your manifold blaster, and I want to get it back. I don't want them to take it away. I want them to have to keep dealing with me dropping 3 burn damage on whoever I happen to be piling it onto that turn. And last but not least, 3 One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall. One of the classics. 3 burn damage. You have to deal 3 to one of your own guys, but oh no, I've got a Battle Master. I don't care. No surprise that I'm running this card. It's fantastic, and I honestly can see me running this in just about any deck. It's in almost all my decks. So, that being said, this is the actions. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our upgrades. All right. Going into upgrades, I got 3 handheld blaster. I'm going to go ahead and say color you guys shocked because I'm sure you guys expected this. It's a blue deck, double blue pips, no stars. It's just understood. We got 2 reflex circuits. With them all being ranged, this is very useful. When melee swinging into them, they get that bonus +1 for a static +2 to defense. That's fantastic. But even then, just having a static 1, now all of a sudden Hot Rod becomes a 3 with tough 2. That's some big blocks. Unless they're dropping Pierce like crazy, I mean, that's going to be blocking tons of incoming damage. And of course, I usually go with sparring gear. I know there's other choices, but I'm personally still a fan of this. It's fishable. I don't love the orange icon, but tough 2. I mean, come on. It's good. You know it's good. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into our ranged package a little bit more. 3 armed hovercraft. I'm sure you guys knew that that was coming. All 3 of those guys are ranged on at least one side. And being able to drop 1 damage across is huge. I like this card. I did not used to like this card. I was indifferent about this card, but I love this card now, especially with the range package being as strong as it is. Jumping into some wave 4 goodness over here, we got 3 sturdy javelin. This card is bananas. Holy crap, General Prime can now attack in his truck mode by getting a boost to 6. But if I want to flip him over to his other mode, he can just hurl that javelin at somebody and deal them 2. That means I could go for a big swing with him and then also deal 2 damage to someone, which could just kill them outright. That's insane. This card is great. I think it might be a little too good, but maybe that's just me. If you have any opinions, drop it in the comments. I got 2 laser cutlass. 2 guys, 7 stars or less. I mean, come on, Pierce 3. It's a blue deck. They're not going to be swinging too big. I might as well put them to work. Not very useful outside of when those guys are dead, but at that point, I mean, you know, whatever. They did their job at that stage. And last but not least, I got 2 energy packs because, let's be honest, if Prime's going to be the last guy standing, I want to make sure he stands as long as humanly possible. And this is going to let me do that. I think this deck has some legs. It's a small improvement over the version that I ran during Wave 3. Again, I didn't get the opportunity to do any videos for it because it got torn apart for something else before the end of the wave. But I'm hoping to get some gameplay footage with this soon. I think it has some potential. If you guys have any opinions, drop some comments on Facebook. Drop them down here in the comment box. Let me know what you think. I love you guys coming out to support me. It really makes my day to know that you guys care about listening to what I have to say. And I really am grateful that y'all come out to listen to me. It's amazing. You guys are awesome. I love this community. You are all amazing. Remember, make every card hurt.